for me, and I've said it before, they are allowed to take a season
But what
to
are you like?
rebuild.
I don't understand. What are we bigging them up
Ah,
for, bruv? That they
what do
what
you
have
mean
they
picking them
won?
up?
Like, all right.
Because
To
they
be fair,
no,
actually, no. They
this
won a
wasn't for
Champions
Man
League.
City. They won
I'm not even,
Champions League, they won a Premier League, they won the FA Cup, they won the League Cup, they won everything that there is to win in that time. Yes, they might have won more, but they're up against Man City, the most expensively assembled side in Premier League history.
So then,
The
why is
best
no one giving
side.
credit to City then? Why?
Spartans! What is your profession?
Hey guys, welcome to another edition, actually no, the first edition of the Coach WD40 podcast, episode 1. It's the takeover. We're taking over right now. They call me the Oracle, the football encyclopedia, whatever you want to call me. I'm up there. The guy that knows everything about football, everything and every. He's forgotten more than most people know. Yeah, that's an introduction. Now, very welcome for another edition of Night of the Round Table Discussions. I've got my boy SD. I've got there we go. You guys got everything up. Yeah, I've got my boy Tooth, the Toon Army Tooth up in here, making a special appearance for today, actually. We got to
Thanks for having me on, bruv, man. What you man saying?
you're all good, bro.
I want to catch some bodies today.
Okay,
people have been disrespecting, but we're gonna get into that, guys. Guys, remember to hit that subscribe button. We're here, we're fresh. TJ's taking some time out, reflecting on life, doing life duties. So, we're gonna take over. He's gonna be around in the background making appearances when he gets the chance. But yeah, going forward, it's just gonna be us for the time being. Hopefully, we hope to get a appearance from Cooking with Rash, but you know how that goes. I would say, guys, hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it. I think the first place to start, we're going to start with the Liverpool Arsenal game. I think that's the best place to start because we didn't do a show last week, but we all threw our predictions. And I think we all predicted Arsenal to win.
Yeah, we did.
It was actually a shock. We all predicted Arsenal to win. And even me, I predicted us to win. I felt confident. Everyone felt confident. But the fact that we had to go there and get a result was the thing. Like, we actually had to step up. We were the favourites to win, and we had to go there, not only play but get a result for the first time in a long. You know what? It's probably the first time, apart from playing Tottenham, where we're expected to win at home. We actually had to go to a Big Six game and perform and get a result, and we did. What are your thoughts about the game, Steve?
You lot should have won it easier than that, man. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Let's see, that Liverpool team is dead. You got Tony Hibbert with dreads at their back. You got flipping Pyramid Pennant not doing anything. Bro, you got Marcus Houston not even in the game. You know what I mean? These guys are terrible. Absolute listen, I was just, you know what? Arsenal did well because you got the hoodoo off your back, but
yeah,
it was one of them ones where Liverpool were actually dominating some of the ball for a while. And I was thinking to myself, Arsenal, you should really not be having Liverpool dominate any of the ball, because at the end of the day, I think overall you're a better team than them. You lot start off faster, you're fresher. You lot are more inventive on the board than Liverpool as a team. Yeah. So Arsenal started off very well. Obviously, Martinelli cooked Trent. Trent is just violating. Trent's just a victim now, you know what I mean? Van Dijk is a victim at the moment. So you lot started well, I must say. And then Liverpool hit back. And this is mad. I'm actually going to give him credit, yeah? Nunes, I'm going to use his name for today because he deserves it, yeah? Nunes actually played pretty. He showed the Pyramid Pennant how to move in and around the box. If you understand what I mean, his movement was very good for the goal. Firmino is obviously playing really well this season, but, I think that Arsenal, that finish. But I just think that Arsenal were stronger. They were dominant on the ball. They were more fresher. Xhaka and Partey have made a really good partnership, and they're very influential and need to be fit. along with Jesus and Saliba. I think that's your spine there. If you guys can keep them 4 fit, you lot I think you lot will definitely get top 4, but I think you keeping them 4 fit, you lot can go do a lot well with your team. I think that Arsenal were the better side, you know.
Yeah.
Let's say for about 60 to 7 minutes of the game, I thought that Ben White was very good. I did think that very well. I thought Tom Yasu was very, very good. Did a job on
shackled.
Yeah, the pyramid
Salah like nothing.
Yeah. We're not calling him by his name today.
No, guys, we'll get there. But look, for me, thing in the game, it's like, I know you're saying that we should have probably dispatched them more easy, but what it is, we were battling against ourselves. It was the mentality that the players just had to kill out at the combo. When we scored the early goal, I was disappointed. Right, apart from the first 10 minutes, I was disappointed to let Liverpool wrestle back control. We kind of went into our shell in terms of counter-attack, but we can't let top teams do that. I think this is an important thing. And what Arteta said at half-time, and I noticed what he said, go and impose your game on this team because they don't have it. They don't have it. And second half was all off. That goal that they scored, even though it was a good goal from Firmino, don't get me wrong, it was against the run of play. Like from start to finish, I thought we managed the game. Don't get me wrong. So this is my results on the contentious decision. Because the handball, if it was given, I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be upset if it was given because his hand was high. I don't think I was in that position. Number 2, the penalty we got given was soft. So this is what I'm saying. Normally, we don't get those decisions, especially in the big games, because we don't have the ball enough. We don't control the game enough to get those kind of decisions. But I think the fact that we're getting those decisions means that we're doing something different. Because when you have more of the ball, when you got more of those chances, opportunities, getting the ball in the box, those kind of madness can happen. We could get those soft decisions. So yes, don't get me wrong, we were lucky in that regard. But the fact that we got the decision means that we're doing something right. Only because the big teams get the decisions for a reason. They dominate the ball.
I was gonna say that. You know what? To be honest, you know when Jesus ran in on Alisson, I thought that was more of a penalty than what the actual penalty that you got given for was, personally, for me.
It's true.
That's what I think, personally. But
yeah, no, it was. I thought that the penalty was a soft one. Like even every time I see it's like, if I'm a referee, I'm not giving that. Like I thought he blew his whistle. I think you know what it is. He blew his whistle too fast. So from the get-go, when you see it in fast motion, you're thinking, oh, you're looking at 2 things as a referee. Jesus got the ball. Was there contact? Yes. But instead of maybe allowing it and then having VAR intercept, he blew the whistle. So by the time he blew the whistle, it was too late. VAR can't intercept. Or VAR could say, look at it again. But he's not going to change it because there's contact by the rules of the law. Then you can give it. You can't really go back and change it. So, look, I understand from that, I agree. But as I said, to be dominating the ball as much as not dominating, but to have as much as the ball. I think we had in the first half 40-something touches in Liverpool's box, which is the most by any team since Man City in 2019. Like even the recent Man City haven't even done that. So yeah, no, credit to his due, and also as you said, Tomiyasu, it was a genius move. You know me when it comes to Arteta, I'm very critical. But him putting Tomiyasu on Salah was Pep-like. No, not even Pep-like. That was Alex Ferguson-like. Because Alex Ferguson, when he used to go say freaking Fletcher, go mark Hazard out the game. Go mark Henry out the game, or throwing say go mark the best player. That was respect, because Tomiyasu being a right footer, Salah couldn't use his cutting into any effect, and Tomiyasu was comfortable on both wings. So Salah was just, he's going for a bad time at the moment, but he was just even more nullified. Like to be imagine being taken off. You need a goal there, and you're taking off your top scorer. Like that speaks volume. And
some would say that's Steve Bruce tactics, bro.
Nah, but to your boy Trent though.
Hey, listen, bruv. Hey, look, man. I had to call the NSPCC, bruv. Do you know what I mean? there was a youth that was left out there, bro. Neglect. Do you know what I mean? Like, they had to do a welfare check on him, bro. Bro, he was so out of position, they fucking made a new Kama Sutra. The Trent Alexander-Arnold edition, bro. Like, bro, and then do you know what? Did you see when he tried to make up for it? And he done some Forrest Gump level run back and just completely missed everyone, just continued running. Bro.
That's for the second goal. For some reason, yeah, he's like, oh, I'm going to, everyone says I don't run. Man said, I'm going to keep on running all the way to the corner flag. He said,
well, fam, he ran into row F, bruv. He fucking missed everything, bruv. He went straight into the nosebleeds.
He's a mess.
Bruv.
That guy is a mess. An
total
mess,
bruv.
And
but
you know what it is? Yeah, go on.
No, sorry, go ahead, bro.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah. You know, for the second goal, if I'm Henderson as well, I think it's the Henderson one. I'm fuming at him because Henderson was covering him. What he should have done was he should have gone and attacked the and stayed in the middle to cover the
cover the space.
But he left Henderson exposed. So everyone blaming Henderson. Don't even do that. Henderson did his job. It was Trent that didn't use his brain.
Yeah, he's I think as a defender, for me, as a defender at this level, he is finished. He's got a career as a right midfielder. And what I would say is that, look, the reason why he's so maligned is because Liverpool fans were disrespecting the greats, the Cafus, the freaking Philip Lahm, who's that Newcastle right back? The Bushis of this.
The Bushis are bad, man.
One season, bro. He held it down for us that one season, bro.
I'm telling you, Trent is
but you guys loved us, but he disrespects the greats, the Brothers, all these guys there, Javier Zanetti, all these man there. Liverpool disrespected. Like, as good as Trent is going forward, he is not a right back. I know you're saying how he revolutionized the role. No, he didn't revolutionize anything, because you got to defend. You have to defend. You can't be a liability in defense, which he is. And especially when Liverpool don't have the legs to cover him no more, it looks even worse. So
yeah, but the other fullback looked like a fucking oxycodone recovering addict, bruv. Who is it? The one with the tattoos.
Shimikas.
Yeah, bruv, man. He didn't look good either, bruv. He didn't look healthy, bruv. That's what I mean. Like,
but at least Shimikas can defend, though, and Shimikas is a decent player.
Shimikas can defend.
But the thing is, like, Trent is, like, I'm being honest, yeah. He just has a whip. I'll be honest, he just has a whip at the moment, and his passing is very good. But those are not attributes of a defender. You don't need them there. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
That's the thing. This is why I always say Reece James is ahead of him. Kyle Walker is ahead of him. And at this moment in time, I mean, like you, Kieran Trippier is ahead of him.
Yeah, bro. Fucking Danny.
I agree.
And the thing is,
I agree.
Because because at the end of the day, everybody like raves around like Kieran Trippier can defend. Obviously, he's not the best at it, but he can. Like, Reece James is a different level.
This season, bro. This season he's been.
But this is what we're discussing. We're discussing off recording when we're saying about English players going away and learning some kind of different education, man. Like Trippier, before he left to go to Atletico, he was a dead defender. Yeah, he was dead. But I'm not gonna lie, since he's come back, I'm not saying he's brilliant, but he knows how to cut out passing lines. He's solid. He doesn't do anything stupid like getting caught out. Like,
can I say one thing as well, bruv?
Go on.
And you know what's deep that you said that, bruv, is because at Atletico, I don't think he was getting much game time anyway, bruv. So he clearly went there and learned something, even though he wasn't.
He got a lot of game time.
He played quite a lot.
Oh, was he? Bro, I thought he flopped it at Atletico.
Bro. No, they liked him.
They
liked him. They loved him.
He did very well there. To be honest, they were offering when Man United came in the season before, they said 40 million. I think he only had a year left. That's why Newcastle got him on the cheap.
At Atletico, they liked him. He was one of their better players, and he was performing very well. He was starting a lot. I remember they had. And who was their right back? They had Renan Lodi as well. Him and them were kind of interchanging. And to be fair, the manager liked Trippier a lot. He did.
That is deep, bruv. No, he's been smashing it, bruv. And he basically encompasses the season that Newcastle have had so far.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm
Just like,
impressed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a person that calls a spade, no matter if they got the Tottenham links or whatever, not yet. But because I thought he was dead. I just thought he was a good set piece taker. But the way he's come back and the way he's looked good at Newcastle has really impressed me. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, he might
yeah,
even be
man,
dropped
it's a
into my fantasy
completely
team.
different vibe from this time last season, bruv, under your boy,
Yeah.
Steve Bruce. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a different team. You can't recognize him, bruv.
No, we'll get there. We'll get there. Anyway,
we'll get to Brucey,
on-
bruv. We'll get to Brucey. But yeah, bruv, speaking on Newcastle, bruv, just to wrap it up on them, man, like, just overwhelmed with the season we've had so far.
Don't
All
worry about
the players
Newcastle, man.
that
We'll get there, man.
we'll get there, bruv. I'm
there.
telling you,
you
we'll get there.
You guys at the big table now. You guys got your own seat. Don't worry. You guys gonna get your own segment.
You deserve it.
Guys,
You man deserve
it's
it.
not like back in the day when we used to brush off on Newcastle. You guys have got money.
No, trust me, bro. Hey, I'm flattered, bro. Trust me. You don't, bro. Listen, man. You don't understand. We've come a long way from fucking last year, just at the beginning of last season. So yeah, I'm excited to see what happens.
I'm still gonna cuss you guys, though. Don't get it. I'm still gonna cuss you guys.
No, I know, bro. I know. There's a lot of things that we could still do a lot better on. But for the time being, there's no rush. We're heading in the right direction. Isaac shows up. Callum shows up. Saint Maximin shows up. Almiron shows up. Trippier, Bruno G show up. We're gonna be all right, bro. We're gonna be. Dare I say it, bro. Champions League spot, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, okay, fine. Well, we'll discuss that one. I want to hear that one.
Let's wheel it back in. Let's wheel it back in. But yo, I wanted to say one thing on Arsenal, though. I wanted to say one thing on Arsenal, though.
Yeah, no. Let me ask you actually then too. How big was that result for Arsenal beating Liverpool? In a game like that, how big a result for you? Like both of you as opposition fans, like obviously you've seen us in a demise, being a banter club for years. How do you see us now? So I know how I see us, but how do you guys see us?
Oh, me? Sorry, I thought that was at ST. Bro, I'm very impressed, man. Like, look, man, one thing I wanted to get at you about the truth, bro, was like the disrespect over the, and look, it's all there, bruv. It's all, the receipts are all there. That you have given Arteta and Xhaka, bruv. And this season, my God, like, unrecognizable, bruv. Arteta finally seems to be getting the players he wants, and the players are playing the football he wants. And Xhaka being played in this new position, completely different, bruv. Completely different.
No, but I've been saying, first of all, Arteta has been a manager under Pep, under Wenger, learning the game. Why does it take me having to tell him to play Xhaka in more advanced role for him to do it? I've been saying that from day, because that's what he plays for Switzerland. He can't play deep. I've been saying it from day. And now everyone's saying Xhaka. It's not new to me. I know what Xhaka could do further up. I know what he could do when he doesn't have our defensive responsibilities. Like, for me, he should have worked out time ago. Credit to Arteta in terms of getting the team, getting the atmosphere together. I'm not critical of that. I'm saying, though, in his third season, it's not about being top after 9 games. It's not about being top after 10 games. It's how you finish. If he can carry this on, then he will fully get his flowers. And I'll happily write an apology.
Let me just say this, yeah. One thing we know about Arsenal, bruv, yeah, is it doesn't take, and I said, like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful when I say this, but it doesn't take much to throw them off a course of a season, bruv. Like 1 or 2 injuries, a fucking international tournament like a World Cup. That's the fucking COVID lockdown. Arsenal will use anything, bruv, for their own downfall. Do you know? They will shoot themselves in the foot. That's the one thing, like, historically, we've got to see how that plays out. But the real thing is, if Arsenal finish second, this is going to be a bit of a piss take, bruv. But if Arsenal finish second, you could consider that like a league title, bruv. Because no one's going to catch City with this Haaland. Do you know what I mean? That's almost, that's like a, do you know what I mean? They're going to be mandatory champions, bruv. So, and the thing is, bruv, it's like, it's nice now that Arsenal can be taken a little bit more seriously this season.
Of course. Of course,
But
like I've
like you said, it's 9-10 games, bruv. There's a whole course of the season to go, man. But exciting, bruv. If there's a feeling that I have towards Arsenal, is definitely exciting. Finally.
Now look, with the journey, like a credit to the whole team in terms of Edu, Arteta. For me, they have made mistakes and I have called them out on it, but they have a picture in their head and they're trying to achieve something in terms of what Liverpool achieved when they got Klopp in. It's like they got a picture and no matter what, they stuck to it. Like credit to them, they stuck to it. I've got nothing against that. And
did you hear that, ST?
Them,
did you hear that, ST? Basically, the truth said Arteta for life. He said Arteta in.
You heard
it,
let's
bro.
go.
You
Let's
heard
go.
it here.
I'm
saying
saying it
bro.
now. I'm saying it now. If he doesn't achieve what I think he needs to achieve this season, which is top 4 definitely, and maybe a trophy. I don't care if it's a League Cup. I don't care if it's an FA Cup, Europa League. I don't care what. If he could achieve that, then by all means. But if by some hook and by crook, the season pitters things out and we finish outside the top 4, I don't even mind if we don't get a trophy or not. But a good cup run would be nice. But if we finish outside, then I'm sorry, you. After 3 seasons, you've got no legs to stand on, considering your start. And I want to see him in January. This is important. I want to see him in January go out and get a player that's going to see us over the line, because we failed that the last few seasons. Last year, I think even last year, the season before, we should have got Bruno G. Like we should have got Bruno G, and that would have been us. We should have been the ones.
You know, have you heard the situation in Paris, bro? Mbappe doesn't seem happy, bro.
Hey, I might get Wenger just to go talk to him, you know.
Don't you have people in Paris, bro?
Yeah, we've got people in Paris still. Like Wenger's working his thing there, and he's a PSG man. So if you could go talk, and Mbappe's an Arsenal fan, he loves off Henry. Like we got people to talk to him, you know. We just need to reduce that price tag. Apparently, it's like 500 mil to sign him. Like
it would make sense if he used to go to. I don't think he'll personally move because it's too much money, but it would make sense to go to Arsenal because if remember you got London. London is all right to live. It's not like he's going to Liverpool.
Fam, you know, I can't even dream about it, fam. We don't have 1.2 mil a week to play anyone. We can't but to anyone. That's Newcastle money.
Yeah, I know. Let me answer your question though about Arsenal being impressive. Yeah. Like Arsenal have been very. I was impressed with. You know what? Obviously, I do think he should have won by more, but I was impressed with Arsenal's win. Like, I think we'll set it off. Like you have Saliba, Partey, Xhaka, and Jesus. I think if you maintain those 4 players, that's your spine. That's your main spine. Yeah. And you can rotate around the other players. I think Arsenal will have a very good season. And it's just about them keeping form and stuff. But I am impressed with Arsenal's performance. Even against Man United, I'll be real, you should have won. No, you should have won. And you were dominating possession and stuff like that. But I liked what I saw from Arsenal. That you were brave on the ball and stuff like that. Arteta's starting to make better decisions as well, which I'm liking to see. Like the Tomiyasu one, very smart decision. Playing Xhaka up front, playing Xhaka ahead, and we all knew because playing Xhaka defensively, he loses his head because he'll make a stupid tackle or something like that. And whereas Partey's clever enough to do that because that's the position he's played his whole life, so he can then screen. He can then tackle because he's more composed in that centre midfield, and you can let Xhaka, who's actually very good at dictating play, floating around. Yeah. That's what you need him to do, and you can. And he's closer to, for example, to Odegaard. So now they two can bounce off each other.
Perfect.
So it's a very smart. Well, not smart, but I mean, you were calling. To give credit to you, you called this from ages ago. You were telling him to play more forward because defensively he doesn't offer anything, but as soon as he goes forward and when he links up with other players who, let's be honest, like Xhaka maybe not be the best defensively, but on the ball he's all right. He's not bad on the ball.
Do you know what game made me obviously I used to team for Switzerland, but then there was one game when we played Frankfurt. This was under Emery, and Xhaka played in that not number 10 role, but in that area high up the pitch.
I remember
that KDB
he played well.
Role. And he played you played an amazing game. I think we won 4-0. He played an amazing game. And then I remember where he won the ball high up the pitch and fed someone through. And I was thinking, damn, this should be his position.
Yeah.
Like that was the game that turned it for me. But I think let's get into the main thing that we wanted to talk about, and that is Liverpool. We need to discuss Liverpool because the disrespect
Dead
Liverpool have
fam.
been getting.
Listen, Tony
The
Hibbert
disrespect.
with the dreadlocks.
Nah,
You got
guys.
the Dutch Harry Maguire at the back. You got Uruguayan Andy. Who else? Pyramid Pennant. Marcus Houston. Who else?
We are talking about a team that played 63 games, which is, first of all, that's physically, like humanly, that shouldn't even be allowed to be done. It's never been done
PEDs.
before.
We all know because of the asthma pumps.
Whether they use, even if they're using a blue pump, even if they were using those blue pumps, like it's still a strain on the body. Like for me, and I've said it before, they are allowed to take a season.
But what are you?
Like,
I don't understand. What are we bigging them up for, bro? What have they won? All right, to be fair, actually, no, they won a Champions League.
They won Champions League, they won a Premier League, they won the FA Cup, they won the League Cup, they won everything that there is to win in that time. Yes, they might have won more, but they're up against Man City, the most expensively assembled side in Premier League history.
So then why is no one giving credit to City then? Why is no one? Because
that's
they
what I'm
won.
saying. City are better than it. And the thing is, like, I get why. Look, don't get me wrong. Liverpool have done well to get to where they are, but let's be honest, yeah. The reason why I'm talking about levels because technically, Liverpool's players are not up there. And we said this as well. Me, TJ, when Mane goes, you're gonna see what happens. You're gonna see. We've predicted because what's happening is that he's one thing I have to give Klopp credit. He's made average players or slightly above average players look great in his system.
Yeah.
Now that the system is not working and that people are catching on, it's come to a fact that, and also because Liverpool are getting older as players as well, teams are finding out. So you just need to sit back with Liverpool. Or what Arsenal and Man City will do is you're confident to dominate the ball. Mm-hmm. There are so many ways. The thing is, there are so many ways of beating Liverpool. Whereas Man City is I find it difficult to find ways to beat them. Even your Arsenal team now, I find I can say now it's actually pretty difficult to beat the Arsenal team now because you lot monopolize the ball. You lot can also very quick on the counter attack because of your players as well.
But Arsenal don't have legacy here, bro. In the last 5 years, Arsenal don't really. But that's what we're talking about. Is like legacy, innit? Realistically, we're talking about a period of time where this team done really well, but they still didn't do better than the other team that they were competing against, which was Man City, bro. So what I struggle to understand is any argument given to make Liverpool greater than they are. So what I'm not saying is I'm going to dismiss what they've achieved because they have achieved great things under Klopp. They won a Champions League and a Premier League. That is it, like, bro, those two things are hard enough to win in a lifetime, let alone in the period of time that Klopp won it with Liverpool. So credit where credit is due. And all the other things that he won as well, credit where credit is due, FA Cups, whatever, like, cool. They added to the little collection that he had going on. But still, in that period of time, okay, if we're talking about legacy, there's two teams that come to mind that have achieved more, for me at least. One is domestic, which is City, this albeit without a Champions League, right? But they won plenty more other trophies under Pep in very dominating fashion. And then the other team is Real Madrid. Because in the last 6 years, they've won the Champions League 5 times, whatever it is. Like, so they're the only two. So I get what Liverpool, like, I get why people are trying to give.
The last one, 2018, the last one. So about two or three in the last 6 years. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
It's about
like
2 or
it's
3 in the last 6 years. I can't remember.
yeah. So when we're talking
But
about
that's what I'm saying.
dynasty,
Those 2 teams have caveats, though. Those 2 teams have caveats. In the
no, but
terms of Real
what I'm
Madrid,
trying to say,
they
what I'm
compete.
trying to say is like, all right, put all the other factors aside, how big the teams are, the financial backing, whatever it is. Man City still have more Premier Leagues than Liverpool, and Real Madrid have more Champions Leagues than Liverpool. So just based on that, I struggle to be like, yeah, Liverpool had the best team in the Premier League or whatever
I never
people are
said they're
saying.
the best team.
Not you, but
Oh.
yeah. But no, but generally speaking, like all the roses that Liverpool are getting, I still struggle to comprehend that, bruv. Because like my logic is Man City won more Premier Leagues and Madrid won more Champions Leagues, bruv.
No, I agree. Like you have to put them, and this is why I said, this is why I've always maintained, I say top 3 teams at that time, and I put Madrid and Man City in that top 3 list. Why I'm saying that this season, I believe they deserve to have a season off to figure things out. It's unnatural for a team in the Premier League in this modern day and age to be dominating for as long. Man City can do it because they can refresh their team easily. They already had a good base. Pep got rid of that base, brought in a new base. Like he could keep on refreshing. Once KDB goes, he's gonna find a new KDB, and they're gonna put how much money in it. They go buy bloody Pedri for whatever money. Like they go and find these players because they can. Liverpool have to be a lot more shrewd and a lot more different in the way they find talent. Well, every other team, you have to be a lot more shrewd. And this is why I say they're having a bad time right now. They are allowed to have this. If it carries on for 2 seasons, then yes, I agree. But Klopp should be allowed to rebuild, have a chance to rebuild the side. Because the greats who do it. Alex Ferguson have to do it.
No, but the thing is, with Klopp especially as well, yeah, and with Liverpool themselves, yeah, Klopp is known for when his teams go bad, they go really bad, and he doesn't rebuild anyway. That's what he's did with Dortmund,
but look at the thing. You're saying mates. Like, come on, who are they? Of course, you're gonna leave after how many seasons? Dortmund, you got bloody Bayern Munich there that win league titles in their sleep.
Yeah, I agree.
Nowhere.
I agree. You can't
Liverpool.
You can't take minds into into the equation, because that was his first gig, and it was always like a struggling club. Do you know what I mean? So he overachieved with them. But then with Dortmund, it's also a case of like, it's significantly harder to rebuild with Dortmund than it is with Liverpool. And
because your players are gone.
Yeah, and also I think the direction the club were heading in as well, they were like, look, we want to get someone else in now. I think Klopp as well was looking to take a sabbatical. He wanted to take a year off the game. But Liverpool seem like they want to keep Klopp and they want to rebuild. So the direction of the club,
a new contract. He just signed a new contract, bro.
So the club, the direction they're taking is like, actually, we may need to suffer this season. You know what I mean? We may need to like finish even outside the top 4. Yeah. But we're gonna keep Klopp and we're gonna rebuild the rest of the team and the rest of the starting lineup to get it back to where
I think with Newcastle joining with their money and the way what they want to achieve, I think we have to accept now that it's probably a big one with Man City, but all other places are up for grabs.
Agreed with that.
Teams are just gonna have to accept one time they might finish outside the top 4, and they have to start putting their finances in order to cope with that. Because
but the thing with Liverpool, Liverpool have the finances. It's just that their owners do not. And I think what's worrying me now is that Liverpool's scouting system used to be very good, but I think they're trying to find the same profile of players, but it's not working now because they're not to the level of what they have now. So I think that Liverpool needs to start spending money, but FSG have known not to spend money at all. So that's another issue that I feel that I guess where I can only sympathize with Klopp, because for me, Klopp has done very well with the players that he's had, but he needs to have players
do you need to spend money though? Like considering that the
No,
talent
but
now has all been balanced out in terms of there's average players that you can get. That can like for I'll just use Newcastle. Bruno, like for me, he put him in any other top six side, he
he's balling.
improves them.
Yeah,
Apart from
but
obviously Man City, even put him in
but
Man City, he improves them.
no, he'll improve Man City. Man City, he'll play well with Rodri. Very
Yeah,
well with Rodri.
that's what I'm saying. Like put him in
But
any
you
side,
know,
like, and you got them for what? They got them for like 35 mil.
but that's why I get with Liverpool as well. That's why I'm getting onto their scouting system as well.
Yeah,
They haven't replaced the players that they've sold off effectively. You know what I mean? And obviously everyone's
yeah.
allowed a year of transition, which is fair enough. But
Yeah.
my issue is this: Liverpool, and it's not it's different. For example, with other teams, like you said, Man City, they'll always replace the other teams and all that stuff like that. They'll always replace the other players with other players. But when it comes to Liverpool, they're known for doing this. Even before Klopp, they're not willing to. They wouldn't spend the right money in the right way until or scout the correct players until they'll have someone like, let's say back in the day they had a Coutinho and then they spent the money very well and stuff like that. They build their own stars. I'm more worried about Liverpool's scouting system than I am with the team, because it's not improving the team. Because I can't say that this team has, I'd say it's hit the ceiling, if you understand what I mean. They've done so well to get all those trophies, but there's something, for me, their scouting system needs to be addressed. I think they're not spending the money in the right areas like they used to, and I think FSG are partly to blame for that as well.
But the thing is, but you have to remember, they're going after Jude Bellingham. They tried to
that's
get
a good start.
They tried to get Tushemi but he went to Madrid. So it's not like they can't get it. It's just that it's just very difficult when people have their mind set on other things. And if they get Jude Bellingham, that'd be good. So obviously, like, I hope we get him. I hope we go into him, because he'll be 100% upgrade on Granit Xhaka for me. But we'll leave that to that. Obviously, they got Man City this weekend. Just quickly on that. Haaland. Is it just gonna be a foregone conclusion? Remember, there's no Trent though. So Liverpool, they might play better.
Bro, man like Trent, you know. Tony Hibbert with dreads. They should have tore off his dreads as well, bro. He doesn't deserve to wear them, man. Bro, I'm telling you, this guy is so bad.
I could see. The joke is, I don't want to get into a title race, but I would like Liverpool to pull something out.
I don't think they will. But anyway,
17 points behind us. But if we win, I'm at 17 points after 10 games.
That's too
much.
Would
you even see them outside the top 4?
I think it's a little bit still quite. I don't think they'll get it personally, but I still think it's still a little bit too early to write them off. I still think they might have a little bit,
write them off. Okay.
a little bit of a chance. But the title, they're not winning the title. That's done.
Yeah. Okay.
Top 4, it depends. They have to lose a few more games for me to play like nah. But,
yeah.
Because the way the league is, anybody can beat anybody, barring like Man City. Man City are a little bit ahead of everyone else. So, but in terms of Haaland, man, Haaland's got a feast.
He's gonna rip up, yeah.
Bro, he's just got a feast. It's just that guy. He's not.
Let's move on to, I think, because Tooth is here. It's only about time that we address the elephant in the room, and it's a very rich elephant.
The big spenders.
Dressed in garb, you know, making that nice, beautiful Arab tea. Tooth, Newcastle. Let's talk about them. They last 2 games, was it 9 goals? Like, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You know me and Eddie Howe. I didn't respect. I didn't respect Eddie Howe. I didn't. Obviously, he's an upgrade on that dinosaur Steve Bruce, who got sacked, by the way, again. Like West Brom. I don't know what possessed you. If you listen to my poddy, you would not have gone for this guy. But anyway, that's another story. Newcastle, 9 goals in their last 2 games. Where in the league? Are they fifth?
Yeah,
Six.
fifth, sixth or fifth
Six.
one. Day.
They're sixth.
Yeah.
They're sixth. Yeah, they're sixth. Tooth, decent start. Exploded in the last 2 games. When you look at your players, and obviously Ishak was still missing. Ishak, St. Allen, Bruno Gomes, Botman, Trippier, you got Pope in goal. That is for me such a solid side. Like
Very solid side.
top six solid. Like I don't think surely minimum top 6. Minimum.
Of course. Beginning of the season, man. When I can't remember who we played. I think it was Man City and we drew 3-3. No, that was the second game. It was the second game. I think we played Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest first game, and we won 2-1. But it was the second game against City when we drew 3-3, and we were 3-1 up. We were 3-1 up at St. James's Park as well. Bro, I think it was then when I told TJ, bro, he's the new Allen Iverson. He's the answer. He's the answer, bro. He is the answer we've been looking for, bro. And as the season's gone on, we've had some hiccups, but we've not really lost or gone away with no points. If that may, I think we only lost to one team so far.
I think you've only lost to Liverpool from the top of my head.
Yeah.
The 2-1.
Yeah. It was Liverpool last minute. Yeah, the fucking Prince lookalike scored the goal, bro.
What, Firmino?
No, Carvalho, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. Don't even get me started on him, bro. But yeah, man. So we only lost, and even in that game we went 1-0 up, and we should have been 2-1 up because they ruled Isaac's second goal offside.
Yeah.
But then we got hit with some injuries. St. Maxi was out, Wilson was out, Bruno was out, Isaac out, and we started to see a bit of holes. But again, picked up some very important draws. And now that the team is slowly coming back together again, now we're seeing like, oh shit, there's an abundance of goals. You know, Almiron's chipping in, St. Maxi's chipping in, Wilson's back. Bruno got 2 amazing goals on the weekend against Brentford. Bro, this guy is he's magical. He is fucking magical. I've watched every game Newcastle have played this season, and I swear to God, I'm just waiting for him to get the ball. That, like, sometimes it's the only reason you're watching the game. Is like, please just give him the fucking ball. Every time he gets it. And do you know what? You're right about Arsenal fucking dropping the ball on him.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I was so bad. You know, getting him alone, I told everyone, getting him alone would have got us top 4.
Easy.
Like that simple. He would have won us games.
That's me. You have him, and then you have all the other midfielders. Yeah, that's you. I mean, to lie to you, that's you Arsenal trying to that's you Arsenal getting fighting for a title race. Me being confident because he's that good.
Yeah.
But he's amazing, bro. I think like after his second game, I think it was after his second or third game, Ancelotti was like, yeah, we need him at Madrid. And there was a big like fucking sort of a rumor mill around that time as well, like people getting in touch with his agents, this, that, the third. So yeah, bro, I'm just overwhelmed, like I said earlier, and it has to be a European spot, and it will be such a fitting end to the first full season of the new ownership, going from relegation battle to like Europe. You know what I mean? And there's no reason why not, because the chasm, like you said, between Man City and then Arsenal and then everyone else there's a huge gulf. You know, it's a huge gulf, man. United don't look all that. Tottenham don't look all that. Liverpool don't look all that.
Chelsea don't look all that.
Chelsea don't look all that. Like, you know what I mean? It's up there for the taking.
So what's stopping you guys from going for top 4?
Depth in our squad, bro. I think with the injuries that we saw to like some of our key players, that's when we started dropping 3 points. So I'm excited for January as well, man, because you know the World Cup is coming, right? And that's basically going to be a fucking shopping window for all clubs,
exactly.
for all, not only us, but for all clubs.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be a mad.
You know what?
Just imagine.
You know what? And this is, I think this is, you know what? The January transfer actually suits you guys because anyone that shines and has a great World Cup, you guys can go like, yep, we're going to put so-and-so in for them and get them. Other teams, they can't do that. Because, and the one thing that you guys do, like, it hates me to, pain me to say, but you guys pay straight cash. You guys get out the briefcase, not even a briefcase, you guys get that brown paper bag money and you just lay it at the desk. Other teams have to do installments, freaking to pay interest and all that, you know, have to be bargaining their cars. You're like, yeah, I give you access to my car tomorrow.
Straight.
But
Yeah, no,
Newcastle, they go
straight. But bro, you know what
cash.
you know what's deep about that, yeah? The deep thing about that is that's a practice that was occurring since Mike Ashley. Newcastle will 100%. Newcastle, that's the reason why the Saudis bought us. We were the only club with no debts. In fact, we were in profit. Mike Ashley is a G, bruv. He ran that club so it self-sustained itself.
Yeah.
And it only made profit. That's why we never achieved anything, bruv. Do you get what I mean? Because it was a self-sustaining club. It was Greg's, bruv. Newcastle was fucking Greg's. Do you know? It was run like Sports Direct, bro.
Yeah.
Ashley was just taking the profits. Anytime we bought players, the reason why we got all that, like we got Kabay for 4 million, we got Ben Arthur for like 10 million. Reason why we were getting all those, Debussy we got for 2 million. Do you know why, bro? Because we paid straight cash. Straight cash. We never done installments. We never done shit like that. Newcastle were always paying straight cash. That's why when Ashley came to sell the club, it was so easy to get rid of. Because it was like, look, we're a Premier League team and our books not only balance themselves out, but we're in the green. It's not like buying Man United, like billions in debt. Do you get what I mean?
Like I say, you guys have navigated the first part pretty well. The first part is being established. I think, and that's one of the most hardest things to do when you establish yourself, because you get the players, and then again, the hard part again comes when you are kind of established and you want to get to that next level, but you can't just be willy-nilly spending like the likes of Malaga did, like the likes of I think Monaco done pretty well, but I don't know what I think Monaco.
No, you're right, bro. The first plan, the first stage one of this plan has been initiated, bro, and that's basically teams are taking us seriously, and that's it, man. And I can't ask for anything else. But prediction-wise, Europe minimum, Europe.
Fair enough. Like, that being said, let's get on to the weekend game, because you guys have one of the classic games from my childhood. I used to love watching Man United versus Newcastle.
It's going to be a big one. We're going to win. We're winning. I'm telling you now.
I think
if we have this.
Is that Newcastle or?
No, it's at Old Trafford. It's at Old Trafford. Yeah. All right. I'm going to be bold. And I'm going to say Newcastle win 3-1.
Newcastle win 3-1 at Old Trafford. I think there's a bad record at you guys at Old Trafford. ST, we're talking about United versus Newcastle on the weekend, which is, I think it's a game that if Newcastle wins, people will stand up and start taking you guys very seriously as in a contender for the top four. Not for Europe, for the top four, and be like, these guys are serious. Because you guys are quietly going about your business, but making noise, beating a team like Man United, who always beat you guys, would be huge. ST, United, after the thrashing by Man City, I thought that Everton game was so vital. And you guys did what you need to do. I thought you guys dominated, played better. Casemiro came in. No, I thought you guys played very well.
I thought you played well.
Surprised me. even after they're gonna go down, like I thought you guys were, navigated it well. I think you were helped by the like that Lampard doesn't know how to coach his way out of a freaking car
No,
park.
he's
You go,
terrible.
you go, you go
Absolute
run it,
bad
you go
manager.
run it up at home in the first 5 minutes against a team that's lacking confidence, and your plan is to sit back. Please, he's gonna get Steve Bruce soon. If I have to, he's gonna get Steve Bruce soon.
He's
Lampard
such
better
a
be
bad.
careful. I was upset at that performance, but you
He's a
guys
bad.
done what you guys needed to do. You're building some momentum slowly.
Do any of you lot remember do any of you lot remember when Fat Frank was at Chelsea and a certain phone call was made, bro?
I'm telling you. You got away last season though. You made him get away last season.
Yeah.
You made him escape last season with that Everton madness. T, your thoughts on this weekend game, United Newcastle?
I'm very worried about this game, actually. I think that
Really?
Newcastle have the style to beat us. You know what?
Is it?
Newcastle keep the ball very well. I'm worried about
They
Bruno,
do.
man. Bruno, man, I'm honestly, it's good that you got tooth on this, but because I'm generally, that's going to be one of the hardest games we're going to have this season. And I'm going to be very honest. The way Newcastle play football, and Sir Maximin's still injured, right?
No, he came back.
Oh, he came back.
He came
He came back at like 5 minutes or not. Yeah, him
Played
versus
10
Dalot
minutes,
might
yeah.
be,
Bro, but do you know what's gonna be crazy, yeah? Is that if we show up at United, and we play OG Bruno, he is gonna be the only person you're gonna see in midfield. Of all those midfielders that are gonna be playing, he's the only person you're gonna see because he's just gonna be pulling the strings. And then on the flanks, you're just going to see whoever Maximan is up against, just put them on toast. That's what I'm hoping for. That's the outcome I'm hoping for. But sorry, ST, bruv. Go on. That was all, man. That was all, yeah.
Bro, I'll be honest. Like, I'm worried about your team. Like, Almiron is playing very well after Jack Grealish said what he had to say about him. Bruno G is one of my favorite players in the league, and once he dictates the football match, it's a curtains for us, I think, personally. I think that our wings are going to be utilized. I like Malacia. I mean, he's decent defensively, but he's still very raw. And I still think some maximum can get at him as well if he does play. What else? Yeah, I just think Newcastle are very solid all over, and they don't. And what I like about Newcastle, and with Eddie Howe's teams, Eddie Howe likes to play football. So that's one thing I'll give him. So and that's the way that I feel to beat Man United. You know what I mean? And I'm not very confident with this actual team. Actually,
bro, I wouldn't. Do you know what? If I was to say what I'm scared about United the most is Anthony, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Like he looks like the only player on your team that has a bit of bite in him.
He does. Anthony on the ball, you need to. But think about it, with Anthony, from what I've seen, you just need to cut him out of that left foot because he's got a wand in that left foot, I think.
Yeah.
Whoever's defending against him, you can't allow him to cut in easy and get a strike off.
Yeah.
Apart from that, he drifts in and out of the game, especially if the other team is dominating with the ball. That would be the issue. And as I said, you got Bruno. The one thing that I think this is a game for Big Joe Linton back in midfield. I know you guys are playing Longstaff and
I agree.
in midfield. Willis been playing good though, don't get me wrong. Jacob Murphy's been playing really good. I really like him.
Shout out to Jacob Murphy, bro.
Yeah, like you guys got a lot of players playing well. No one's actually looking at Newcastle. As I said, you guys, funnily enough, as I said, they've only lost one game this season, and that was a jammy loss to Liverpool. And they've had injuries, which mean they've got away with a lot of draws. So I think ST, you're right to be worried. It's a hard one for you.
What are we saying then? What's the scores?
I'm saying 2-2.
We're going to prediction anyway. So we'll get into that. We'll get into predictions right now.
Should we just start off with this match or that we just said?
Nah, I got the order.
Oh, you got the order. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Truth is like we're doing it chronologically, bruv.
Yeah, you know what? We have to keep some order, bro. Remember, you have no order, bro.
Just to let the people know, because I might as well give TJ his flowers. If you guys, I don't know what kind of weekend it was. I don't know who TJ paid. I don't know.
He spoke to some people. He spoke to some people.
That's
Seriously.
what I'm saying. He picked up that same phone, and Tooth must have answered because he got 4 correct results out of 5.
4 out of 5.
Yeah, I think he's taking back
Bro.
the lead.
Bro, if he put any money down, he would have made bang.
He would have made.
Bro, 4 perfect results, you know. And he
Perfect.
predicted a Man City score, which nobody could predict. He predicted the Arsenal Man United, Arsenal Liverpool perfectly. I think he predicted the Chelsea one, I believe, and he predicted one other one. The Tottenham one, was it the Tottenham one? I can't
Might have
remember.
been the Tottenham one,
Yeah, 1-0. Yeah.
Bro, it's ridiculous.
just
I
mad.
was even reminded of the score. I was like, this guy's having a blight, bro. You should have just put money on it. He would have been a rich man.
He should have. He should have.
And the thing is,
That's
it's
what
so
I'm
hard to
saying,
pick in football.
It is. Anyway, prediction time. First game is actually Tottenham Everton because all the teams play on the either later on the Sunday. So Tottenham Everton, that's on a Saturday. What's our thoughts for that? Tooth.
I'm gonna go Everton.
What,
Yeah.
Frank?
Yeah, bro.
Frank. I'm gonna go to Frank. I'm gonna call him freaking Frank Bruce.
Yeah.
That is a bar, bro. He just got
That's a part of Steve Bruce.
proper.
Frank is dead, bro. At least Steve Bruce has done something.
No one's worse than Steve Bruce, man. No one's worse
Do you
than
know
Steve
what?
Bruce.
No, bro. No, I'm gonna change it. Because I still have faith in Conte. I still have faith in Heung-min Son as well, bruv. So I'm gonna go Tottenham. I'm gonna go Son to score, and I'm gonna say 3-0 Tottenham. Yeah, 3-0 Tottenham.
3-0. Yeah. As much as I would want Tottenham to lose this, I have no faith in Lamps after last game. I'm gonna go 4-1. 4-1. Let's see.
I was gonna go 3-1.
3-1.
3-1 Tottenham. Yeah.
Cool. TJ predicted 3-0 as well. Next game is the big one. I wish it was. I think they're disrespecting Newcastle putting this game on as a 2 o'clock game.
That's a 2 o'clock game.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, because they played Europa League. They could have at least put this on a Monday or something, or maybe they're singing next week.
They should have really put it on a Monday Night Football. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
they could have put us. They could have put us another 7 o'clock or something.
Yeah,
They could have made this game something like it. It's a big
Proper.
game. But yeah, Man United, Newcastle. Tooth, you could leave.
3-1 Newcastle.
Fair enough with this chess.
Chess.
Listen, it's not even a bad prediction, bro. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Eddie's got the answers, bro. Eddie's got the answers.
I can't even cap. I'm saying 2-2.
That's a very realistic one. That is like most likely probably going to be the score of that game. If I was to think with my head, it will probably be 2-2.
I'm going for the first thing that just came to my head when I thought for the game. I'm gonna go 1-0 Newcastle. I think they score a goal early and it's backs against the walls defending and they hold out. I think.
Yeah, man.
1-0. 1-0.
1-0. Yeah,
Okay,
Newcastle.
I'm just hoping you play Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw. Do you know what I mean?
Bro.
Luke Shaw's gonna play.
Luke Shaw's gonna play. Does it go?
No, Luke Shaw, man. No, the Gallo's gone. He's in Saudi Arabia.
That was a fraudulent signing, but yeah. Predicted 2-2 for that one. Leeds versus Arsenal. I'll take this one. I think Leeds on their slide again. That's to be worried. I say comfortable 3-1. No, 3-0 because TJ put 3-0. Two.
I'm gonna go 6-0 Arsenal.
Wow. What at Ellen Road?
Yeah, bruv. Look, man. Leeds deserve a pamming, bruv. They've not been playing good football.
No,
They need a
they
pamming. Do you know what I mean?
They haven't.
So it's
They
and it feels like
have an American
Arsenal.
coach. They got
bruv.
Steve Nash.
Bruv.
Jesse March, whatever his name is.
Bro,
Jeff
he's
Marshmallow,
Nash.
whatever
He's
he
just
is, bro. The thing is, man, I feel bad for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, but at the same time, it's like I don't, because they managed to survive last year and get another year in the Premier League. But now it's like, all right, enough of this shit.
Nah, they belong in the Premier League, man. Come on.
They do, they do.
For
They're still
heritage, they do. Like their stadium is nice and massive, but apart from that,
yeah, bro. It's like they're making it harder for themselves to belong here. And recently, and recently it's just like they've been playing so shit. It wouldn't be a surprise if someone comes along and gives them a proper thrashing. So it could be Arsenal, bro. 6-0 Arsenal straight.
Fair enough. Fair enough. SC?
4-1. 4-1 to Arsenal.
4-1,
Yeah.
Fair enough. Next game is Aston Villa Chelsea. Yeah, Aston Villa Chelsea. Another manager who's under pressure. Another English manager that's under pressure. What's wrong with these English managers?
Because they're stiff, bro. They're stiff.
Gerrard,
nepotism,
Lampard,
innit, bro?
Exactly. That's what it is. That's it. They're stiff.
Hey, how better watch out, you know? I can't wait till a few bad results. How out? He's the problem. He's not the answer no more.
No, but how can manage? Let's give him credit.
The thing, bro. How's got an education, bro? For an Englishman to have a football education, that is rare, bro.
Yeah.
These other mans are winging it. The Rooneys, the Lampards, the Gerrards, they're all winging it, bro.
Bro, man, like Scholes, I remember.
I don't hear any nepotism, bro. I don't hear any nepotism from you when it's time to go.
Don't worry.
I want to see you go full Saudi Arabia on him.
I'm back in how, bro. I'm back in how, bro. He's the answer, bro.
Remember, when Scholes wanted to manage his club Oldham, after a few games, man said I can't do it. I started cracking up. I'm like,
Hey, that humbled him for a while. It's like man went to Penn, and you know when you pick up Penn and you come out, you know you're a changed man. I saw him and he was a little bit quiet when he came out.
Yeah,
he came back from that Oldham hammering.
I was laughing. I'm like,
Gary Neville.
Gary Neville, that Valencia, you see that? Yeah. They were mugging him. They were calling him disabled and all sorts of stuff. It was mad. They were violating him.
Was it FC, Aston Villa, Chelsea?
1-0 Chelsea. Aubameyang to score.
1-0?
Yeah.
1-0.
You know what it is, Chelsea don't score enough.
I think Potter's.
No, I like the way they're playing. They're playing good football. Potter is good football, but I still think that Chelsea's striking options are a problem. Even though they signed Aubameyang, I don't think Aubameyang's the answer to what they need. They need a creator to get him chances. If you understand why.
Mason Mount, the guy that could do no wrong.
Oh, fuck him.
Rush's boy. Next game is actually my prediction. I'm going 4-0 Chelsea.
Oh wow!
I think
I'm gonna do 2-0. 2-0 Chelsea.
I think it's important that we need to get Lampard, Gerrard, Bruce. We need to get a petition not so he doesn't manage another club.
Agreed.
I think it's unfair that this guy is still allowed to collect paychecks. Why is he collecting paychecks? Nah, let me not jump on Bruce. Like he's not there hard enough.
Bruce is an old man alive.
I lie. And if I think him anymore, he might say this money's not worth it and just stop. Liverpool, Man City, ST.
4-1 City.
Whoa, 4-1.
Yeah, they're getting slapped. Yeah. Liverpool are getting slapped still.
Wow, 2.
5-2 City.
Jeez.
You guys are.
We're mad in
ridiculous.
it. We're mad in it. Nah, but they're getting
No,
slapped.
hey, you'll never walk alone. 3-1. Just like the charity show.
What? 3-1 Liverpool?
3-1 Liverpool. Yeah, 3-1 Liverpool. Salah's back.
Huh?
Salah's back.
Huh? Pyramid
Salah is
pennant,
back.
yeah?
The Prince of Egypt. The Prince of Egypt. He's back.
Pyramid
He'll be
pennant.
back.
No.
Darwin Núñez gets one. The Prince of
No,
Egypt
bro.
get back. And Firmino, the guy that can play in every single position, the auxiliary, pseudo, number 10 / number 8 / number 9 / right back.
False
Sweeper,
nine,
keeper.
fucking inverted winger, second
Playmaker,
striker.
all these things.
All of
Hey,
it, bro.
hey, the guy's banging. The guy, at least the guy
He is playing very well.
knows
He's had a
elite,
very
like.
good. He's had a very good season so far, I must say.
Yeah, what are you saying? True. 3-1.
Yeah,
He said-
so, 3-1 Liverpool. That's what I'm going for. I'm going for Liverpool win. Because first of all, if Liverpool don't beat Man City, I can see Man City going to season unbeaten. So we need a Liverpool win. We
What did
need some
TJ
head
say?
start. TJ, what do you say? Oh, he went for 2-2.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, he went for 2-2.
I see. It's me and
Um,
me and Tufa are giving Liverpool no respect at all.
Nah,
No
exactly. You gotta
respect.
give it no
None. I
respect.
like the way
No
you think,
respect.
ST.
Bro, listen, I'm telling you, Haaland will bag. Haaland bagging goals.
Trust me. Trust me.
Them man are
Bro,
two.
fuck it. Do you know what, man? I'm changing my score, bro. 7-2, bro.
Hey,
7-2,
hey.
man.
Okay,
7-2, man.
I'm not there.
Hey, two,
Imagine
stop
if
it,
he's-
stop it.
imagine
I'm
if
gonna
he's-
put that down. I'm gonna put that down. I'm not even.
7-2.
I'm not entertaining it. I'm not entertaining it. If you get it, then I'm walking away from
7.
football for good.
7 goals by Erling Haaland. 2 goals for Liverpool.
I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the stuff in the back of your head, like, where it could happen. Like, if
I'm
Man City
telling
make it
you,
to
bro.
3-0
You
lead,
remember
man.
when Haaland scored like 47 goals in that World Cup qualifier for the under-19 Norway
Yeah,
team? When
yeah,
he
he
was
did.
I
He
swear
scored
Haaland
9 goals in the
9
match.
goals in the game.
Yeah, he scored 9
Yeah,
goals in
bro.
the match again. Yeah, I watched. I was like,
Yeah, he's doing that again, bro. He's doing that again this weekend,
Yeah,
bro.
we need to have some sign about Haaland, man. We just need to have the name Haaland going to just start striking fear all
Yeah.
around the world.
Bro.
Like.
His cousin's doing bits as well in his league as well. Man scored
That's what I'm
what?
saying. Let's sign
67,
him. We need to sign
60.
Brout Haaland. We'll sign him. You know what it is as well?
Yeah.
Defenders have forgotten how to defend. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
they don't know how to defend runs. They don't know how to defend other players being in sync. Like, so he's just like against some like Rio, Vidic, the classic, even the John Terry's. Like Haaland was still bang. Don't get me wrong, he's a good finisher,
He struggled.
but he'll be just as good as the likes
Yeah.
of Shevchenko, the likes of
Yeah.
Van Nistelrooy, the likes of these man there. Like, because he's not Ronaldo. He's not Ronaldo Nazario, is he?
No.
Like he doesn't like bang step over and
No.
finish like that. He just bangs. So, but yeah, guys, that's another show. That's my first show. The Truth, the Coach WD40. Run still. I do exactly what I say on the tin. It's been a great show. I think it's been a great show.
Nah, man,
Thanks
good
to
first
my
thing.
boy. Thanks to my boy Tooth giving his Newcastle input. I appreciate it. Because look, they're at the table now, so Tooth, you have to make more appearances.
Yeah, man.
SD.
Trust me. We're back, bro.
SD as well. I found an old picture of mine. Yeah, it was mad. I found an old picture of mine when I was like 6 years old, and I've got that ugly Newcastle top on. Like, it was.
Oh.
I know Tooth is gonna remember. It had some like orange thing here, and it was like black and I had like some green signs. It was so ugly, like.
That was the
I
John
hated
Barnes
it.
kit, bruv. I remember which
Yeah.
one it was,
Yeah.
bro. The
It
Ian
was
Rush
ugly. I
and
was
the
like,
John Barnes
"Wow,
kit.
what was I doing with that kit on?" Because Newcastle, when I first came to the country, Shearer was my guy. I always had Shearer shirts, like Shearer number 9, Shearer number 9.
Top finisher.
Bruv.
So,
He knew, bruv. He knew.
So, yeah.
The GOAT, Alan Shearer, bruv. Sir
we
Alan.
have.
bruv.
And you lot had Andy
Wait.
Cole as well there as well, bro.
Yeah, you guys are strikers, fam.
Yeah.
That was a team. Ginola.
Ginola.
Proper.
Hey, what we got coming up? We've got UFC 280.
280, yeah.
280. What? We got the review of that on Monday, yeah?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let's do it.
Or
Man.
just
Let's
fight
do
night
it.
review, because that's a big night.
Sure.
Yeah, we got that. Did you do the preview?
No, we haven't done the preview yet, but I'm gonna do a
No
little
preview.
something for the preview. We might not do a preview. We might do a couple shorts here and there, man. Just
Yeah,
for
do
bang
some
out.
shorts. Like, you need something for that, because
Shorts here
obviously,
and there, man.
the
But,
Bronx is getting his. Bronx is tapping out that night. He's gonna tap.
trust me, bro. Hey,
Oh yeah,
nah,
Deontay
nah,
Wilder's fighting this weekend, isn't he?
Yeah, Deontay
Yeah,
fighting
Wilder's
Millennium.
fighting this weekend, bro. We'll do a couple.
Yeah.
Post fight shorts.
Yeah.
We'll throw a
Yeah,
couple
we'll
post
do that.
fight
We'll do
shorts
that
for this
still.
weekend as well, man. But then,
Yeah.
man, listen, man. The viewers know already what's going on, man. More football talk, bro. More fight talk.
Yeah, now we get there, man. The fight's coming,
Yeah.
thing coming up. So yeah, we get more for you out. Obviously, the pod's gonna come out. NBA podcast
I
coming.
was about to say, bro. I was about to say.
Podcast. NBA
With
podcast.
Oh, yeah,
the
Dre-
legendary Mr. KA as well, bro. We need him.
You got Draymond
Yeah,
out here
podcast
punching
legendary.
youths. You got guys out here punching youths, doing MMA on the pit
Yeah,
on the basketball field. It's mad.
Well, we discussed that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks guys. Guys, hit that subscribe button, like, share, like and share. You know, we're the only ones that bring you as much as we bring. We cover all sports all the time. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.
Peace.